Hello aspirants, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to discuss history optional syllabus. But before I begin this lecture, before I begin to discuss optional syllabus, I must tell you that if you are thinking to take it as your optional, make sure that you must have a soft corner for history. Okay, until or unless don't go for it, you will get puzzled because the history is itself very vast. So let's discuss the syllabus, sources, ancient history. Okay, so what you need to go through the sources, for example, explorations, excavations, epigraphy, numismatics, the study of coins, monuments, literary sources are there, foreign accounts you have to go through. Next, Harappan civilization, origin, date, extent, characteristics, decline, how it declined, and the importance of art and architecture of Harappan civilization. All these things you need to go through. The Iron Age in India, Vedic society, and the megalithic culture. Early Vedic society, their economy, their polity, their social conditions, and how it changed in the later Vedic society. You have to go through this. Period of Mahajanpadas, how they evolved. Okay, what is second urbanizations, and at that time what kind of heterodox religious movements started, like Buddhism, Jainism, Ajavikas. You need to go through all these things. The Mauryan Empire, Chandragupta Maurya, how he consolidated his power, how he defeated Dhanananda. Okay, and how the Mauryan Empire declined. Asoka's Dhamma, very important. Post-Mauryan period are there. Rise of Mahayana Buddhism and Buddhist centers and all. Many regional kingdoms like the Kanvas, Satvahana, Gupta and Bakatakas and Bardhanas, Samudragupta, Chandragupta II, Gupta polity and administration, economic conditions, land grants, caste system. Like land grants are very important, like Agrahara and Brahmadaya land grants in the Gupta period. They are very important. Already came in WBCS 2023 history optional. Decline of the Gupta Empire. Again, the post-Gupta period and rise of regional states like the Cholas, Chalukyas, Palas, Sains. Tripartite war is very famous between Palas, Pratyaras and Rashtrakuts. I have already made a video on this. You can go and check my video. Arab conquest, Saint, Al-Biruni, all these things. Unit B, this is medieval history. So major political developments in India during 13th to 15th century, like campaigns of Mahmud of Ghazni. Okay, how he consolidated his dominions in India. Mahmud of Ghor, Muhammad of Ghor, and the foundation of the Delhi Sultanate. Qutbuddin Aibak Balban, the Khilji revolution, very famous. Alauddin Khilji, his market reform, I have already made a video. You can go and check. Decline of the Tughlaqs, Firoz Shah Tughlaq agrarian measures, provincial kingdoms, and most important Bahmani Vijayanagar conflicts are the religious, or you can say the geographical extension. All these things you need to go through. Society, cultures, economy during 13th to 15th centuries, and major political developments in India during the 16th to 18th centuries, and society, culture, and economy during 16th to 18th centuries. All these things you need to go through in the medieval history. Let's discuss modern India. So, European penetration and rise of British power in India. European penetration, that means the Portuguese came, as you know. Okay, then British, French, Dutch, all of them came to India, and how they consolidated their power, and ultimately who emerged the victorious, like I'm talking about the British. All these things you need to go through there. Next, Indian economy under the British colonial rule. Impact of colonial rule on Indian agrarian economy. Land revenue settlements like permanent, Raitwari, Mahalwari. Economic impact of revenue settlements. Rural indebtedness, famine and poverty. Changing nature of India's trade and industry under the colonial rule. Indian society in transition. Cultural encounter and socio-cultural changes. Okay, like reform movements, very important. Ram Mohan Roy, Brahmo Samaj, Brahmo Sabha, Young Bengal, Vidyasagar, Arya Samaj, Dayanand Saraswati, Vivekananda, Ramakrishna Mission, and so on. Women's questions, women education are very important at this moment. What are the associations were made? The Faraz and Wahhabi movement, Aligarh movement, Deoband school, social reform movement, the late 19th and 20th centuries. Resistance to the British rule, early uprisings, 1857, 18th to 19th centuries, the revolt of 1857, very famous, the act of 1858, establishment of the British Raj, growth of nationalisms are there, And Gandhian era 1919 to 1947, rise of Gandhi, the left wing, okay, Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, Pandit Nehru, the peasants movement, the people's movement in princely state, all these things you need to go through here. The constitutional developments 1773 to 1947, the Regulating Act, Quits India Act, they are very important. And of course, there are many acts, and they came. Consolidation as a nation after 1947, you have to go through. Next, let's talk about the European history. So, Enlightenment and modern ideas, industrialization, how it impacted the society and all, and why industrialization took place in Britain. Nationalism, rise of nations state in Europe, like Italy and Germany, imperialism, colonialism, and war. World history from 1919 to 1945, like why League of Nations was formed. All these things. Rise of Nazism, fascism, Germany, Italy, and Japan. Second World War, their causes and consequences. Asia and Africa after World War II, Cold War and global scenario, and collapse of Soviet Unions. So thank you so much. I have discussed the history optional syllabus.